Guess what day it is today, guys? It's hatch day. And I know you wanted me to show you, if I could, some hatching. Let's see what she's going to think of me. She's not real happy. Let's see what we got underneath here. Oh, I don't think she's going to let me see. Well, not very happy, but I don't think we have any. No, we don't have any out yet. But you see the little pips there, and you can hear. You're not going to be able to hear it over her. Here's another pip, another pip. Yeah, Mama, it's okay. You'll have some chicks in the morning. She's real mad at me. She needs to protect them because she knows they're hatching right now. She can hear them and feel them moving underneath her. Oh, here's Susanna, my little baby goat. She's still pretty tiny. Dogs are barking like crazy. Hi, Susanna. See how little Susanna is next to her papa there? Oh. Everybody wants to be petted. Here's Mama. While we're out here, I thought I'd give you a little mini garden tour. I haven't done one since last year when I started my channel. And they didn't get a lot of views, so I kind of stopped doing them. But it's amazing how a couple days of warm weather and a lot of rain. We've gotten a lot of rain. Really springs things up. All this looked like it was like dark and dead a few weeks ago. Here's all the irises. There's the chair and table I'm always sitting on talking to you guys. And then here's the flowers that are right behind me. So these irises, like I said to a commenter, they're originally from my great-grandma's yard up in Upper Michigan. And when my great-grandma was dying, my mom went over to her yard, which was her grandma, you know, and dug up a couple. And they were in her yard most of my childhood, and then I got some when I moved out here, and now they're all over the place. I mean, you can see them spread all over in there, and I've shared them with friends, and it's just kind of cool the way the plants are. Look at this little bitty, can we see it? Oh, the sun's so bright out here. Oh, there it is. Look at that little bitty flower. Little ground cover flower. And this side's still all green. More irises. So this is where some of my fruit trees are. You got a couple apple trees here. That's a cherry tree. And we're going to come around this side. Oh, we'll go over here first. We'll go in this. Underneath my apple trees, I plant different fruit-bearing things and blooming things, pollinators, to attract bees. This is rhubarb, which everyone else grows rhubarb like weeds, and mine is always small. This is the biggest it's ever been. I've had it for, I think, 3 or 4 years, and something's eating it. So if you guys have any tips on rhubarb, feels like just grows in people's backyards and they run it over with the lawnmower and it still comes back and it does great, and mine just kind of suffers. So if you have any tips on rhubarb, I'd like to hear them. Kind of struggling with the rhubarb, and I love rhubarb. This is a gooseberry bush, and it's got some fruit on it. Gotta wait for it to ripen. Last year it ripened and the birds got it before I could get it, so I'm gonna keep a close eye out. So it's right underneath one of my apple trees. I do what's called in the permaculture world fruit guilds. So underneath your apple trees or your fruit bearing trees, you plant different things for different purposes. And you try to make the most of the space that you have. Now I have quite a bit of space to grow food, but you try to keep them together in little like families that benefit each other. So that's part of my fruit guild, is to have that gooseberry underneath there. Well, my Siberian iris is, oh, I'm in the, starting to bloom. That purple is just incredible. And I think this plant is called false indigo. You can see that my chickens have gotten all the plants out of here. There's my mama duck is still underneath here. I had to pause the video because my dogs are running down the driveway. I'll come down underneath by her. Hey mama. She's a nice duck, but she's not real happy with me, as you can tell. Let's see. Look at all those eggs, mama. Goodness gracious. How many babies you want? She had 20 the last I counted. Any day now, maybe another week she's got. We'll see. More of Great Grandma Winnie's irises here. These ones are yellow. Of course, I just about missed these blooming here. Those are fun. More irises. I just kind of have them sprinkled everywhere. And my other mama duck, we got a new plant here, foxglove. We'll see. It's my mama here, and she seems to be like gathering junk. I don't know what her deal is, but her nest, well, she's not on it right now. She must be eating. But she seems to be gathering things, because all of a sudden she's got all this junk by her nest. I don't know what she's doing. No, she's got them all covered up. You can see when they walk away, they take all their down and cover them up. So she's got them all covered. Well, guys, there's your little garden tour. Look at my goat's beard getting nice and tall. Oh, and the chicken destroyed garden next to my deck is starting to look a little bit better. Just a little bit. Still looks pretty bare, but it's looking a little bit better. And this garden is super full as well. We got this, everything is like coming into bloom now. This wagella. I forget what these are called. Oh, spiderwort. Those are blooming. And this is actually parsnip. You see how it's going to bloom pretty soon too. Well, hopefully I'll have some chick clips for you next video. Or maybe the next garden walk video I'll have some chick clips for you. Minnie's going to go in the garden here. She had found a little nest right in this garden where one of the chickens was laying eggs. So she was probably checking to make sure I got all the eggs out. Thanks for watching.